Gazans continue to pay the heavy price as they witness one of the most intense bombings by Israel in the ongoing war. Gaza's health ministry says at least 195 were killed in attacks over the past 24 hours. As the death toll mounts on the Palestinian side, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has compared Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu with Adolf Hitler.
Bunlar bize Hitler'i de aratacak.
How are you different than Hitler? They will make us long for Hitler. Is there anything different in Netanyahu's actions compared to Hitler's? No. As of now, Hitler wasn't that rich. Netanyahu is richer than Hitler. He gets support from the West. All kinds of support is coming from the US. And with all the support, what did they do to more than 20,000 Gazans? They killed them.
Gazze'liyi bunlar ne yaptılar? Öldürdüler.
French President Emmanuel Macron has demanded a lasting ceasefire in Gaza during a call with Netanyahu, and he also insisted on the importance of measures to end violence by Israeli settlers against Palestinian civilians in West Bank and prevent new planned settlements. Hamas says at least 22 people were killed and 34 were injured in a strike in southern Gaza's Khan Yunis. Palestinians could be seen mourning for their loved ones killed in the strikes. The Israeli army has expanded its operation in central Gaza as well. IDF says forces are fighting in multiple locations in the area. As a result, thousands of Palestinian families have fled their homes. The newly displaced are fleeing from several built-up refugee camps targeted in the last phase of Israel's ground assault. Destruction continues to take place in northern Gaza as well. These are visuals from Jabalia. Several buildings were destroyed in the latest strikes. IDF has meanwhile released a video showing the troops uncovering Hamas's tunnels inside the Rantisi hospital in Gaza City. IDF says troops such tunnels have been discovered from multiple hospitals which are being used to connect and transfer terrorists and weapons throughout Gaza. Another footage by IDF shows of 3 tunnels being blown up in Gaza City, where the army says it found near a school. On the other hand, Hamas has released a footage of militants fighting Israeli army in Gaza. Hamas says that it targeted the soldiers and destroyed their incursive military vehicles in the Al-Shawjaya neighborhood of Gaza City. Meanwhile, tensions are simmering on the Israeli-Lebanon border. One Hezbollah militant and 2 civilians were killed in an overnight Israeli strike on a family-owned residential building in South Lebanon. Israeli army says Israeli forces have killed 129 Hezbollah militants so far in the fighting. IDF added that Iran-backed movement is paying a heavy price for its attacks on the northern border. Another Iran-backed militant group, the Islamic Resistance in Iraq, has claimed responsibility for launching the drone that crashed in the southern Golan Heights. A statement from the militia says they carried out the attack using appropriate weapons without elaborating. Meanwhile, a spokesman for Iran's Revolutionary Guards has claimed that the deadly October 7th attack on Israel was launched by Hamas in retaliation for the killing of General Qasem Soleimani, the head of Iran's elite Quds force. He was killed in a US drone strike in Iraq in 2020. Hamas, however, has promptly denied the claim in a rare public spat between the Palestinian militant group and its main sponsor.